Here with offensive lineman Joshua Perkins. And Joshua, you finished with 2013 with a lot of success, and certainly there's almost a big target on your back coming into 2014. Yeah. But what's your expectation individually as you prepare in this offseason?
Individually, it's a lot of leadership roles and kind of how I want to bring along the younger guys. On the field, I think my goals are to be all conference and to kind of work towards the all region, all American level, and kind of tap out my potential, I guess you could say. But even more than that, I just want to bring younger guys up because we've got 4 starters coming back this year, and so there's going to be one spot, and it's at right tackle right next to me, and so that's going to be a pretty big role for me, is to kind of get whoever that ends up being acclimated and help them figure it out and kind of build that chemistry and just solidify that spot. So.
Well, I'd say when you come into 2013, the offensive line might have been the biggest question mark. Yeah. Coming into 2014, it might be your biggest asset. Mm-hmm. How do you guys take that chemistry together and only multiply that in the offseason?
Yeah. I think one thing that's really helped is we meet more than just football, and so we meet on Mondays and kind of do some film and Bible stuff together. I think that's helped a lot just to kind of hang out. And besides that, we all play intramurals together, we're all working out together and stuff like that. And I play next to Beans, who's one of my best friends at center, and so I think that helps a lot. And just being together and spring ball is honestly like the biggest time for that, especially when we're bringing a new person in, because that'll be a time when we can kind of see how it meshes and how it fits together and kind of go over everything. But yeah, off season's big, and that's kind of when you build the camaraderie of, this guy was in the workouts with me, and I know that he's done what it takes to succeed. So.
Well, you mentioned spring ball is a big part of that. Talk about specifics of spring ball. What do you guys work on during those practices that are different, that make you better?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, especially here at Bethel, with it being no pads, no helmets, just jerseys and everything. Obviously we're not going to be working on actual blocks, and we're not going to knock heads and stuff, but I think that's a time for a lot of us to work on footwork and the technician part of it, and probably the part that people don't see very much of. So everybody knows, like, we run into each other, we're big people, but I think that kind of the technique behind that and the footworks and the scheme and the kind of man zone concepts, all of that is really instilled in spring ball when you kind of have an opportunity to say, you know what, we're not going to be as physical right now because we can't be, but we are going to be perfect at everything else.